Welcome to the Miyabi guide in 5 minutes, and let's get right into it. Let's talk about Miyabi's mechanics. Miyabi's mechanics revolve around Fallen Frost stacks, which you can see on the top left of the screen. By holding basic attack, you can do a charged basic attack up to 3 levels. And I suggest you use level 3 all the time because of the 4300% juicy multiplier for your third stage for your charged basic attack, like this.
It's over.
Let's talk about how you can generate Fallen Frost stacks. The first way is to use EX Special, which will give you 2 stacks. The second way is to trigger Frostburn, which will give you a stack. Now once you have Frostburn, you give your entire team 20% more anomaly build-up on said enemy. But however, once you trigger Frostburn, you can't re-trigger Frostburn on the enemy again unless you create a disorder situation with another anomaly. And going into that, you can also gain 2 stacks by causing disorder with another unit. Keep in mind, if you're using ice units, ice and frost are 2 different anomaly bars, so you build anomaly differently for those 2 elements. Another way to build stack would be to use your ult, which gives you 3 stacks.
Yeah.
If you have M2, your 5th basic attack will also give you a stack, which is really nice. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate rotation with this team. First of all, I'm going to give the team Caesar buffs, like so.
I'll handle
And then I'll swap to Yanagi
Surrender.
for the disorder.
Enemy
And don't forget that you can use ult for every character now. Swap into Miyabi.
It's over. Purging slash.
Use the ult to get 3 stacks. Trigger Frostburn and then EX. Getting another 6 stacks.
Weakling.
Boom! So, as you can see, it does a lot of damage. It's crazy. What you want to do is you want to keep generating the stacks. Like so. And then just keep pulling off these charge level 3 basic attack as much as possible, because that is basically the meat and potatoes of her entire kit. Next, let's talk about the W engines. Before we get into which W engine is the best, we need to know that Miyabi needs 80% crit rate because of this. You want to be at 80% crit rate at all time to get the maximum Frost anomaly build-up rate. So knowing that Miyabi needs 80% crit rate, this is the only W engine for anomaly characters in the game that give you crit rate. It is massive for Miyabi, and she does not function near to the level without her signature. The best F2P craftable option is the Rainforest Gourmet, but you have to know that this is a far cry from Miyabi's signature. Okay, let's talk about disk drives. You basically want a 4-piece Brudge and Blade song because this is basically made for Miyabi. It gives you 12% crit rate on Freeze and Shatter, which Miyabi needs, and it gives you an additional crazy 30% crit damage when you reach 115 points with Miyabi in terms of Anomaly Mastery. If you level her up, her natural Anomaly Mastery is just 116, so you just meet that all the time. Keep in mind that this 12% here is not counted in the stats over here on this page, so build that into your calculations. For the 2-piece, you could go Polar Metal, most people should go Woodpecker because it gives you that additional 8% crit rate. For piece 4, I would recommend most people go crit rate unless you have the signature W engine, then paired with the Woodpecker set. It is not that difficult to reach 80% crit rate in battle. For piece 5, you basically want ice damage bonus. For piece 6, you want attack percentage. Let's talk about teams. There is no buts. Yanagi is basically Miyabi's best teammates because she generates so much disorder for Miyabi. Her polarity disorder also counts as disorder, so she actually gives her an additional stat compared to every other anomaly unit in the game. At the moment, we don't have a perfect support for this team, but with the utility Caesar provides, she's pretty much the best in slot as of this patch. You could also play Miyabi in a Lycon Sokaku team. Another team you could play is Miyabi, Lida, Lucy. So my thoughts. I pretty much think Miyabi is currently the best DPS in the game, and the team you see before you is basically pretty much the best team. This is a unit that I highly suggest you pull. Thank you so much for watching the guide. I hope it helped. And now I'm gonna cry in the corner because I lost every 50-50 and I lost the 75-25 rolling for Miyabi. See ya, bye-bye.